Watch rules every man should know. Even rich people get this wrong. Owning an expensive watch doesn't automatically know you know how to wear one. Some mistakes can make your watch look cheap, while others can damage it. Let's go through the 5 rules every man should know. At rule number 5, water resistance. The other day, my friend calls me and he's like panicking, Mo, help me. I'm like, what's up? He's like, I wore my RM in the pool and now the entire screen is foggy. I told him, what made you think that the RM is waterproof? And I've even mentioned it to him. I'm like, do not go swimming with it. And then he tells me, well, it says 30 meters. I thought I didn't go 30 meters. I just went in the pool with it. You know, I was just having a drink with his RM. The watch is getting wet. I'm like, 30M does not mean 30 meters. 30M means it is rainproof. So if it's raining outside and a little bit of water comes on it, it's okay. If you're washing your hands and some water comes on it, it's okay. If you're going into a car wash and water is going on it, that's fine. Going swimming with it, no. Going into the pool with it, no. Guys, it will destroy your watch. This is the number one misunderstanding or misconception people have. Obviously, when it comes to Rolex example, this is why it's very known for. It's waterproof, where you could go swimming with it. So my Pepsi, I've taken it to the beach, the pool. Again, I make sure all the lugs are closed, guys. Just because it's water resistant, oh, Mo said it's a Rolex, I could go. No, check it's locked. Again, one mistake he learned the hard way. So that's rule number 5. Going to rule number 4, respect the movement. Again, guys, these are all examples that has happened in real life. And when I'm giving it to them, I am there with the client solving each one of these problems. Of course, after sales service is more important than the sale itself. That's just my belief. So I delivered a client a brand new Datejust. They're super excited. They're wearing it. And guess what he did? He adjusted the time and the date between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. And guess what happened? The whole date complication got ruined. So it is important that you set the time at the right time, which is, you know, it's like, Mo, what do you mean? You're not making sense here. I'm like, between 10 p.m. and between 2 a.m., do not set the time. It's wrong, it's not wrong. Do it in the morning. Do it at 8 a.m. Go ahead and adjust it. Well, it's like, well, why, Mo? Because, guys, these are movements. It is alive, it's moving. And right now, the movement is changing from the time, it's changing the date, and there's movements and parts that are moving in order to change the date to the next day. So obviously you have 10 p.m. till 2 a.m., which is basically the time where the date wheel is being changed and it's being adjusted. It is very important. Very simple, that's it. Or example, once you set it, just put it on an automatic winder so then you don't have to set it all the time. That's rule number 4. Rule number 3, fit first. So the one thing that drives me crazy is if I'm sitting down with a bunch of, you know, people having lunch, coffee, whatever it is, and I see someone with the watch and it's just hanging down. And it's like, you could put like your whole hand inside of it. I don't understand this. It's simple. You wear the watch, you have like a pinky to go through for you to breathe, because obviously your wrist, when it has this much movement, A, it's prone to get hit. B, if you're hanging the watch on the bottom, you're going to smash it. Like the most scratches I get on my watch is on the clasp. Why? Because it's at the bottom where things are hitting the most. So now you have a watch that's hanging, that's hitting the bottom of a table, a chair while you're walking the door. So a lot of these watches, A, you can adjust it on the fly. B, go to these brands. So for example, your Rolex now is too big. Guys, Rolex sizes it for free. Bring it to Rolex, Patek, AP. They all do it for free. So guys, make sure you wear it properly. A little bit of room. At rule number 2, this mistake, guys, I did it myself. Am I proud of it? No. It was a very costly mistake. And you're like, well, what is it? And guys, it's size matters. So the other day, I was wearing a super large watch. And as I was walking, I'm like, oh, look how big this watch is. And like, you know, the trend before used to be very big. As I'm walking, boom, I smashed the bezel into the metal door. Then the watch got a dent. And then here we go. I thought it was maybe a scratch. I'm trying to lie to myself. I'm wiping it. I just cracked the bezel. I smashed it. This was very costly because now I have to get the bezel fixed. This wasn't one like it wasn't a Rolex where it's the ceramic bezel. You have to change it. It was actually an AP. It cost me a lot of money to go get it fixed. And that is this point. Size matters, guys. Wear the proper size. So make sure that you have space on your wrist when you're wearing it. That's when it comes to the size. So quick question for you guys talking about all these rules. Like, which mistake do you think so far that I've mentioned, which one do you think is the most expensive? So we have our rule number 1 coming up. Is it rule number 1? We'll discuss that now, but shortly of the answer. So rule number 1, match the strap. The reason I'm saying this is the other day I'm on the beach. I see a person with a diver watch on a leather strap. Guys, you're on the beach, you're at the pool, you're wearing a leather strap. Leather, guys, water damages it. You have the salt water. I understand if you want it to be like it matches, it's fashionable, but wear the right strap to the right occasion. So you have something a rubber strap, it's more sporty. Obviously, if you have a steel one, it matches with everything, like the Jubilee, for example, that's fine, but match the occasion with the strap. Now, to answer the question, which one is the most costly? The most costly actually is the water resistance, and is the problem I see the most. For me, so far, the most costly has been the size matters, where it's too big and I had to pay a hefty amount to get that watch fixed. And I would put that as number 2, but the number 1 most costly by far, guys, is the water resistance, because you're putting water into the whole entire movement, into the whole case. You have to open up everything, and it is very costly. And again, you see your friend that's doing a lot of these mistakes, share this video. Of course, like and subscribe before you're sharing it. And again, if you are looking for any of watches in Dubai, reach out to us at bigmowatches.com, and it will be our pleasure to help you source it. So again, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, take care.